Well, hey y'all, welcome to a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday on Uncle Bub's Bell Buckle Beer Reviews. And we're in that part of the year between Christmas and New Year's. We're right here in the middle of it. And what I've got for you today is another one of their Goller beers out of Germany. And what I've got for you today is a Goller Kellerbier. Alright? A Goller Kellerbier. Now, you might say, what's a Kellerbier? I've heard of Kellerbiers and never really thought anything about it. You know, I'm just like, it's another German beer. Well, I looked it up, and basically what a Kellerbier is, and if you think about it, a Kellerbier is basically a beer that has been stored in the cellar. A cellar beer, basically. But what I understood from what I read on the website, they used to age this in caves. They used to brew it and age it in caves. And it's got a natural cloudiness to it, from what I understand, from some of the yeast it was brewed with. It calls it a naturube. Naturtrube, which is an unfiltered beer. And I've had several like that. Now I can tell by looking at it through the bottle here that it's going to be a little cloudy, but I can see a little layer in the bottom of the bottle. So I will give it a good swish when I get close to the bottom of the bottle to get that sediment out of the bottom of it there. But that is where it's settled. The yeast, from my understanding, is what makes that cloudiness in the Kellerbier. Alright, so this one is a 4.9% alcohol by volume. And it's got this cool bottle again, the flip top bottle. Alright, so I'm going to try not to jump this time when I open this thing up. Y'all can just, it just basically gave me a hiss instead of a pop this time. Didn't get to pop it as well, but anyway, it didn't scare me this time. So let's check out this Goller Kellerbier today on a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. See what we got here. Oh man, it's got a pretty color to it. Get too carried away here, because that head likes to take off. I hate for it to get up over the rim, and I don't like that. Man, that's pretty. Man, it's got a beautiful color. Man, pretty gold color. And it's a little hazy. It's a little hazy to start with, but it'll be real hazy by the time I get to the bottom of it. And this stuff, I mean, from my understanding, what I read, the Kellerbier, the original Kellerbier, is brewed in Franconia, Bavaria, from what I understand. Oh man, that has got a wonderful aroma coming off of it. Man, sweet and bready. Oh man, that's got, it's just a wonderful aroma coming off of it. It's like a sweet bread. Isn't that a pretty brew? I mean, just beautiful golden color. Nice head. Let's get a taste of that head. I've got about that much left in the bottle, and we'll give it a good swish and check it out here in a minute. Man, that head's delicious too. The head has a sweet bread type flavor and bitterness in the finish. It's good. Man, that's good. And just a little bit hazy, and it's going to be real hazy here in a minute. Goller Kellerbier at a 4.9% ABV. And I'll save the rest. Well, I've got about that much left in the bottle. I'm going to give it a good swish. And A little bit hazy now, but it's fixing to get real hazy here in a minute. But just a beautiful brew. And this Kellerbier from Goller is for all American workers. Hey, I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the hard work that you do to provide for yourselves and your families and pay your own way, just like I do. I sure do love and appreciate y'all. Cheers, brothers and sisters. I love y'all. Man, that is freaking delicious. Man, what a good flavor. All right, I'm gonna swish this bottle, and we're gonna see if that don't cloud this up some. We got a good swish. Oh yeah. Yeah, that clouded it up real good, didn't it? Absolutely. It had just a little bit of haze to it, but for the most part it was bright. Now that I've given it a good swish, man, that is, I can't see anything through it now. I love it. And all the sediments off the bottom. Goller Kellerbier. Now on the front of the bottle here, it says it was established in 1514, which is, I think, the date of the German purity law. It's got a date on here, 12/24/26, or 12/26/24 probably is what it actually is. So this stuff is good for a year, according to what I'm reading here. But I'm telling you what, this is a delicious brew. And now it's nice and hazy. It's still beautiful. It's got a very light, very light mouthfeel to it. And goes down just, even though, I mean, the carbonation is basically not there. But it doesn't matter. It's still delicious. I mean, absolutely fantastic brew, man. I'm stingy with my A pluses, but I'm gonna have to give this an A plus, man. It's just delicious. It's fantastic. And that one last week, what did I do last week? I did the Steinhauer Weiss last week. It was the same way. It was delicious. It's a very different flavor from this one, but man, this one's just as smooth, easy, and flavorful, even though there's no carbonation in the finish, man. It's just delicious. Just a very crushable, awesome tasting brew. It's really good. If you get a chance to try some of this Goller, I had never heard of these guys till a couple weeks ago when I went to Murfreesboro and found several of their brews in a liquor store down there. It was about $5 a bottle, and it was worth it. Man, they've all been good, but this one and the one last week, I mean, just outstanding. I'd give $5 again for this, easy. And of course, I love the bottle. I'd keep the bottle anyway. Bottle probably worth $5. All right, y'all. That's been a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday this week. I love and appreciate y'all. I'll be back tomorrow for a Tennessee Thirsty Thursday. What I got for you more? I got another Mill Creek brew out of Nolensville that we're going to do tomorrow. It's a light lager. So y'all stay tuned for that. I love and appreciate y'all. Cheers. Let my wife try that. That's good stuff.